want my baby to have your eyes. I'm going against my own advice. Should I do New York? I can't decide. Fashion week was more your thing than mine. I can't even lie. I'd rather stay inside.
Alright guys, so here is my new apartment. I look a hot mess, so I will not be on the camera, but I definitely did want to do an empty apartment tour before I showed you guys ultimately the journey of decorating and all that fun stuff. I am moving into a 1-bedroom, 1-bath unit. I'll have to check out the square footage. I'll put it on the screen here when I'm going back and editing, and so that you guys will have all this information. But when you first enter, you can see here, I'm at the back corner. We have an island here. We have valet trash in this apartment complex. So that's what that garbage is going to be for. I'm definitely going to hide that away. I don't like showing my garbage, and that's just a personal preference. We have the refrigerator. And so we have stainless steel. Open it up. Super wide. See here, have all these different containers and everything here. And then the freezer at the bottom. So got the ice maker and then some different, we had the ice maker and then some additional trays at the bottom. So that'll be the refrigerator, freezer combo. And then we have all of these two-tone cabinets. So all white at the top with the lighter gray backsplash with some granite sparkly countertops or marble. I'm not sure what it is, to be honest with you. And then we have all of this cabinet space. They are all soft close, so I love that, with these sleek black handles. And so a lot of cabinet space. Again, as I start to back up, you can see I literally have them across the top and then even at the bottom. Then we have this glass top stove. I am a much bigger fan of gas stoves, but I mean, it's an apartment, so the glass top will have to work for now. We have the microwave, the GE microwave. I have that in my current apartment. It does just fine, even though I don't really warm up food too often, but it's there if need be. Then I have this super large sink. I love, love, love how large these sinks are, because I can typically go through a wash and then even put like a rack to where I can dry all the items if I ever hand wash. Love this black faucet, super sleek, gives it that modern touch, especially that this apartment, I'm gonna go with that black, white, gray color scheme. So I'm super excited to see how all that comes together. And then, of course, I have my dishwasher, which I love, love, love. I have this in my current apartment, so that you all are aware, I use that every single night. Every single night. I don't care if it's 4 dishes in there, 5 dishes. You guys can say what you want. Like I said, to each his own. You do what works best for you. But I wash dishes in there every single night. My life is super busy to the point where I don't really have time to hand wash. And maybe I do, and maybe I'm just tired, but that's my choice, right? So, yep, got the dishwasher, and then continuation of all of these cabinets. Even though these top ones I probably won't use. I didn't use them in my last apartment just because I can't get up there, and then I have a ladder, and it's just so inconvenient to pull it out and things of that sort. So I typically don't use it, but it's there if I need it. And then same thing, cabinets under the sink. So I'll get that all like organized with the organizers and things of that sort. And then we have this big boy, this big island. Love it, love it, love it so much. We have outlets, USB and regular outlets here. And then we have all of these different drawers. So I'll get all that organized here soon. I think this cabinet here is where I'm actually gonna use this time for the garbage. So I think the garbage will fit in there. If not, I'll get one that can fit. And so I'll just keep that within this cabinet, and then it'll stay hidden. So continuation of drawers here. And then, like I said, this baby. I love, 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 love this island so much. Then if I go around, you can see on this side, it's not that much space, like as far as walkway. So I have to be very intentional on what type of like bar stools that I get. I already found a couple. So I just need to do measurements in a little bit to make sure that they can like fit along this area here and then not impede the walkway. All right, guys, next is the living room. I am most excited. Not most excited. I guess I'm equally excited about this room and my bedroom. Like the ideas that I have, I can't wait until they come to life. And so starting off within the living room, I have this beautiful light brown laminate floors. I don't know how well you all can see them, but I love them so much. They look pretty dark on the camera, but they're not dark in person. They're super light. Then we have this large wall. So I have an idea to where I'm thinking what I'll end up doing is lime washing this wall. And I think I'm gonna lime wash it a light gray so it kind of like ties in all the grays from the kitchen. My modular cloud dupe sofa is white. And so that'll be along the wall. So that'll give it like that pop of color. The white will really stand out since the wall will be gray. And then I'll have that rug. I'll have a coffee table. And then ultimately I'm gonna put some sconces on each side. And then what I'm thinking also, because this wall is super long, and anybody that has typically, in most cases, at least where I'm at in South Florida, most one bedroom apartments, they don't really have like a lot of storage. And so what I'm gonna do is I think I found like a good, I don't know if it's called like an armoire. I'm gonna call it like a storage closet. I found one that looks super sleek and modern on Amazon. I'll link it down below like once I start to get everything furnished. But I think I'm gonna have that go like around this area here to where it like really ties in because it's super sleek and modern. And so we'll see how that goes when it gets here. I think I'm gonna order it tonight. After I get everything in, I need to just measure once more and make sure everything looks good. But I definitely think it's gonna go there and it'll go alongside the couch. So we'll see. Other than that, we have this ceiling fan, which I love so much. Anybody that knows me, I am hot all the time. This is this was one of the last units that has never been lived in this property. So I kind of went with this over the lighting and then possibly running into another unit that had been lived in and things of that sort. Just again, personal preference. But before we move into the bedroom, this is my thermometer. Allows me to program it, all that fun stuff like your normal thermostat. And then you have the master bedroom. And so this is gonna be my beauty. I'm super excited. Pretty much same as the living room. Have a window, ceiling fan. One thing that I love the most about this unit is that there's no carpet. I love the laminate floors all the way throughout and the ability to just add a rug to my liking and really step up the decor. So love it so much. Have those same ports and things of that case. The ability to hide the cords when I mount this TV, because I will be mounting a TV in my room and the living room. And so you'll have these doors. I love that on all of the doors, the handles are black, super modern, sleek doors. Love, love, love it. I have this space. This is pretty much where I'm going to end up putting my desk. And then my closet. I did go through in my previous apartment and do like that TikTok bookshelf viral hack as far as the closets go. So I do have a couple. I do need to purchase one more bookshelf, but I am going to have a bookshelf here that goes right underneath. And then I'll end up putting like my shoes all across the top here. So I'll have my bookshelf here, 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 and then one more on this side. And then pretty much like any of my storage can go against this side. So if somebody initially walks in, they won't have the ability to see that. So other than that, that's the closet. I have recessed lighting within this closet. An vent, love that. Same floors. And then the bathroom, super deep tub. I love this, love, love, love this. I cannot wait to take a bath. And then again, same black hardware. Again, I'm running out of storage, so I know that I'm going through this pretty fast, but have all black hardware. That was like one of my requests, and I could not believe that I actually found that in a unit. Have this towel rack hanger, or I guess just whatever this is called for the towel hanger. Love that. We didn't have that in the other apartment, so that's super cool. And then back here, just a normal wall, different switches to be able to switch between the lights. which I love because I'm not a big light girly. I like more of the dim light. And so that's super cool. We have a really large mirror. You guys can see me. Like I said, I look an absolute mess, but it is what it is. We all know how our moving day goes. And y'all gonna see probably some of the realest clips that you've seen, like me with no makeup, hair, all that stuff. And I don't care because it's my channel. So we have within the bathroom, oh, let me turn that light back on. And so we have these lights. I don't know if that did justice or not. Love the lighting at the top. And then I also have this super large mirror. Again, going back to the black. I think they've done a phenomenal job in this community. That's just making this a really sleek, modern, luxury look. Even if it didn't cost them as much, but they definitely made it look super cool. And because I'm paying for lights, I'm definitely gonna turn off the lights as I go through. And so this is the apartment. I'm super happy. Oh, I forgot to talk about the lights above the island. Love them. Oh man, the modern look of this apartment, I just love so much. All right, y'all, so if you haven't already, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna go through now and give you all a quick montage without me talking of the entire apartment. If you have any like design tips, I'm not really committed 100% to my specific design, so I'm more than open to any like inspo that you all have. I'll see y'all in the next video.
Ready to witness the greatness. I want my baby to have your eyes. I'm going against my own advice. Should I do New York? I can't decide. Fashion week was more your thing than mine. I can't even lie. I'd rather stay inside. I can't do suit and tie. Can't be in one room with you and stand on different sides. One thing at a time. I have to learn to hide. One thing at a time. Emotions running high. I wish you felt alright. Just hitting my line all the time. All the time. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. You stay on my mind all the time. All the time. Ooh, it takes some finesse. I see you finesse. It can't lose finesse. Yeah. You stay on my mind. You and your sister, too hard to handle. Things will get canceled. I will make time for you. Commitment, going the distance. I'm new to all of this.